What's up, guys? Happy New Year's. It's been a minute, but now that I've gotten the holidays and COVID out of the way, we are back with a new video. I'm gonna go over all the different airdrops that have happened since my last video, which is a lot. Let's also talk about the NFTs, because just when you think you might have a breather in this space, just when you think maybe, oh, I can step away from the computer for a little bit and see the sun for the first time. Is the bear market? Nope, straight up bull run. I'm gonna show you the NFTs that I've got my eyes on, so bear with me. All right, so check it out. On my screen, you'll see that gas is insane. The high is 520, which means you can't do shit on here. And the top gas user is fees.wtf, which is the website that tells you how much you have spent on gas fees on Ethereum. And it seems like everyone right now is rushing to try and claim their free airdrop, the WTF token, because it was time gated to start at 4 p.m. And what you can do is you basically go to fees.wtf, you connect your wallets, and it'll tell you, like, for example, you spend half an ETH on gas and and you'll be able to claim this amount. But the thing with this one that's kind of, this one you have to pay a 0.01 ETH service fee to register your address, which feels a little sus, but a lot of people are doing it, and I think this is kind of like a race to dump, just because I'm not really seeing where the liquidity is coming from, where the project is gonna get any of its value. It's not like they're really building a product. So the other token that just dropped this week is Looks token, and this one is definitely very interesting. They did have a private round to early investors for like 15 cents a token, and this platform is basically a direct competition to OpenSea, because a lot of people have been complaining that OpenSea is not giving back to its community of users, which kind of made them what they are. This one, Looks Rare, is another NFT platform, and what they've done is they've airdropped active wallets on OpenSea with the Looks token. But the caveat is you had to have done at least 3 ETH worth of volume between a certain time period. This token is done really, really well, and they have some really cool features, such as like making an offer on an entire collection instead of doing it individually. And the great thing is, if you stake the Looks token, you earn your relative share of the fees. And the fees on Looks Rare is 2%, whereas OpenSea is 2.5%. They have dropped 12% of total supply to the NFT community, and right now this is doing extremely well. Here's where you can see the tiers of like the ETH volume within the time period. So if you have less than 3, you get 0, and the minimum you can get is 125 for doing 3 to 6 ETH in volume between June 16th and December 16th. And anything on Polygon chain does not count, unfortunately. And if you look at Dex Tools, they have done very, very well. So it dropped around 3 days ago, and it was hovering around like $1 or so, and it's gone up to around $4.07 now. So this thing has a product that's actually working, not perfect, but it's working. It's giving back to the community, especially like if you're staking it. And this is kind of what the NFT community has been asking for. The other token that was dropped is the SOS token. This one was supposed to be kind of like an open DAO. That's what they called themselves. And this one has not done well. A lot of people dumped up here. I mean, it was still free money, right? You also had to have done volume on OpenSea. I don't think there was like a minimum volume, but a lot of people got just free thousands of dollars when they dumped during peak liquidity. Now, not so much. And then ENS was Ethereum name service, and this one dropped to everyone who bought an ENS or human readable name for their Ethereum wallet address. And this one also dumped quite a bit, but in the peak liquidity period, it was a little over $50 at its peak. And so that's, once again, free money, guys, just for engaging with Web3. You also had the gas token, which pretty much dumped. it was gassed out, and this one didn't really make much sense. So the value proposition wasn't really there, and you can tell as reflected in this massive dump. This was also another airdrop that happened like December 28th around Christmas time. So now we're gonna move on to the NFTs that I'm very bullish on, and we have some really exciting things because now Asia is waking up to the game and they are entering in massive volume. Okay, so there's a new feature on OpenSea where they allow you to make a watch list, and this is my watch list. You've got Phantabear, Azuki, Alien Friends, Coolman's Universe, and Boss Beauties. So most of these I was watching from below an ETH. I mean, Boss Beauties is still below an ETH, but I have watched these projects basically just skyrocket or build very, very strong communities. And that's really what you want in a successful NFT project. So the first one is Fantabear. This one I literally saw at like 0.7 or something, and then 2 days later it was at 8 ETH, which was insane. I've never seen a project, I don't think any project has ever mooned like this before. And the reason being is that Fantabear is the project launched by Jay Cho. And if you don't know who Jay Cho is, he is like the Mandopop king of Asia. He's kind of like, I mean, as big as they get in Asia. You think your Kanye level, your Jay-Z level, he's basically music royalty over there. Their volume has been almost 24,000 on OpenSea, and they've only released in, you know, they released on like January 1st, and it has just gone parabolic. Right now there's a bit of a healthy pullback because most of these sellers were ones that got in below 1 ETH. Most of these people that are selling now were super early, and if you compare it to the Bored Ape Yacht Club, I can't say the word. If you compare it to Bored Ape Yacht Club, most of these people now bought in around double digits. So I think the same thing's gonna happen with this. I've seen a lot of celebrities get on board changing their profile pictures to a Phantabear. Do not underestimate Asian people's love for things that are cute. Like if you go to Asia, everything is cute, even for adults. Prominent people in the NFT space are noticing as well. You know, Dingaling, what a funny thing. You know, they mentioned that a large portion of the increase in NFT volume this past week has come from Asia, namely China. Fantabears had over 6,000 ETH in volume in just the past 24 hours. This was January 9th. And then Zeneca is saying, in response, yeah, that's to me the most significant difference between this bull run and previous ones. Asia's entered the game in a big way. And I agree. Another thing is China has just created their own NFT industry. Obviously it's like permissioned. It's kind of like behind this great firewall of China. But this is still big in bringing legitimacy to the NFT market to over 1 billion people, to nearly 2 billion people. And if just maybe 1% of them are adventurous enough and want to go beyond that and, you know, use a VPN, that's at least 15 million people that can be new buyers and bring new liquidity to this market. Right now, we are so early and so small relative to these other giant industries that have massive volume. The chief of Red Day Technology, who's going to provide technical support to this new NFT space, you know, he's saying that NFTs in China will see annual output in the billions in the future. Already they have the support of all the Tencent-backed fintech firms like WeBank and all of the big tech companies in Asia. Ant Group, who is the owner of Alibaba, and JD.com and Baidu have their own digital collectibles. Xinhua News Agency, they're all jumping in. And so this is a very bullish sign for Asian-based NFTs, and I think Fantabear being like the first is definitely top of my list for blue chips in this space. The other ones that I've been watching on my list are Azuki. They are more of like an anime style, kind of like Oni one on one artwork, but this community is insane and they have an insane team. Apparently they have like an ex-Facebook, ex-Google. This one had a public sale that started at 1 ETH and literally minted out within seconds. And the only other time that I've seen that happen is with art blocks curated last summer. And these were pieces that instantly like 10x within, you know, an hour. So Azuki's definitely set themselves up for pretty solid road ahead in my opinion. Alien Friends, I watch from below and ETH as well. The Alien Friends community in Coolman's universe shares a lot of similar community members with the Cool Cats. Notice that they're kind of the group that helps make or break projects. So the really core community members of Cool Cats have been supporting Alien Friends and Coolman's universe, Toy Boogers, the Little Lemon Heads. So you know you have a good group of community there. And Boss Beauties kind of just came out of nowhere. Like, they have recently pumped, and I think it's based off of the alpha that they partnered with Cool Cats as well, and they're going to be raffling away 200 allow list spots for the Cool Cats pet drop that's happening on January 28th. So, and then also holding one gives you a free mint for a future project. They haven't disclosed it yet, but I've been in the Discord and it really seems like they are trying to build out their ecosystem a lot. Ones that haven't even minted yet, which would be great because minting is the name of the game. One of them is Wonderpals, also supported by the same communities as the Cool Cats and Coolman's and Alien Friends. Their Discord is currently closed, so these are actually really hard to gamify a whitelist spot in, but if you've already done it, congratulations, you are set. This is another 10,000 cute PFP, and that's kind of what's been popular lately, is these really cutesy doodle style PFP projects. And so, you know, always just follow them on Twitter if you want to try and get them on their whitelist and see what's happening. In the community and Discord, they're always doing different things like contests and raffles. I think they're going to do really well just based off of the sentiment around them, the aesthetic of their project, and the people behind it. The other one is going to be Weather Report, also Cool Cats community. All these projects that I'm talking about are going to have the same community backers. They're actually going to open their Discord for everybody on Monday. And so from there you can figure out how to get a whitelist. I think they're going to do really well also. Another 10,000 generative PFP project, kind of doodle style. Tasty Bones is another one. Also trying, the new projects are going very exclusive launch routes by doing, you know, closed Discords or invite only, or you've got to be, you know, really involved with the community to kind of know what's happening. Invisible Friends. This one is dropping next month, and it's the third collaboration with Winhut Art. They collaborated with two other projects that have done really well. They're part of Random Characters. Two previous projects with Slim Hoods and Mood Rollers, and those two have done pretty well. And so based off of that history, that piece of information, I think this project is also going to do pretty well. And last but not least is Warp Sale. I think music is positioned to break out in a major way. If you don't really understand music NFTs yet or know about them, check out my video here. And it's got a 0.08 ETH mint price, pre-sale is January 17th. It's basically utility-packed audio-visual PFPs with distinct AI-composed music based on traits and metadata. PFPs that come with their own AI generative music pieces, which is similar to Soundmint, which is another one. There are so many good projects right now. So Soundmint's also another great one. They just launched, and pre-sale was a few days ago. I got in on it early, and they are doing a public sale on Friday. It's really cool. They're doing a 5,000 collection, basically doing generative music art. It's really cool. This is a type of experimentation that's really gonna push the space forward. So I'm really excited about all these projects. So yeah, let me know projects you're looking at if you have any of these. Hope this video was helpful. Sorry I was a little late, but yeah, see you in my next one.